Back in here to make it clear, it's your host Rob Lowe bringing y'all the scoreboard part 6 of the NBA. We in the building. How y'all feeling today?
Good, good, good.
Doing good, doing good. Birthday week turning up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, happy birthday!
Gemini season. We out here.
The crazies. Yeah.
Hey, bro, we was just having that conversation, man. I'll leave that to the side. Matter of fact, we was out there for Logan's Interlude album release party. Guys, shout out to that. Everybody check that zone out. But get into this basketball though. Start off with the Western Conference, Joan, right? Mavs is up 2-0. Start the Joan off. I got to break down that last play from game two when Luka hit the main step back on Gobert, had him dancing, looking silly out there.
Okay.
It was a play early in the fourth quarter, one of the only plays Gobert was in the game where he switched on to Luka. And he just like played him for the step back. Like when Luka got past him, he played behind him. For a lot of people peeped that was like an old James Harden trick people used to use, so you're not giving up the three. That was the biggest problem with Gobert checking Luka on that last play. He gave him a two-way go. He literally let Luka do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Basic defense is either don't go right, don't go left, or don't go to the bucket or don't shoot the three. He gave him all them options, and that's why he was looking stupid.
What you got,
Had
dog?
that man on skates. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's very talented, Ruby, but you can't be a four-time defensive player of the year and people targeting you like that. I thought you're supposed to put fear in people's hearts.
None at all. Look, they looking for him. They hoping, wishing, praying he on the floor.
They see him and what do Shaq be saying? Barbecue chicken. They start licking their fingers when he come up.
Nah,
Hey,
yeah.
we all on the same boat on this one, cause Woody Gobert need to check in at the Mixington Hotel, man. He be getting mixed up out there. And for the buzzer beater, and for him to speak Russian to you, it's even worse. It's even worse. And for you to not to show no emotion, straight face.
Cussing that boy out.
Hey man, that shit was terrible, man. It was the Russians versus the France out there, and the Russians won. So it's like, man, hey, Rudy,
Yo, he's not even Russian.
Saban, whatever that shit, that S word is. What's the
Slovenian.
Slovenia, yeah.
Slovenian? Yeah,
He
yeah, I
did it
know
for
he over there
Slovenia.
somewhere.
That's
I know
crazy.
that. But
That nigga
Rudy
said
Gobert,
Russian.
man, why you in the game in the first place is my question. Y'all know they going to get the matchup on Rudy Gobert to switch it like they did. Cause I believe I believe you brought it up, Rob. The play right before that, or like a couple possessions before that, they went at Rudy Gobert like a couple of times, and he couldn't do nothing. And he was getting worked every time. So I'm looking at the coaching staff like they ain't adjust for that last play. And I understand that Cat was injured. I mean, not injured, but he had an off game. But it's defense. It's defense. You gonna put Rudy or you gonna put Cat on Luke at the end of the game? I take Cat, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I feel like Nas Reed definitely got Cat minutes last game, bruh. Cause what Cat played like 20 or something,
I ain't
but
getting
he,
none of
he
that.
still was 5 or 17, so he had enough time to throw up some bricks.
I ain't
He was
getting
about to
none
say
of
D.
that good work just now.
He wasn't about to say shit. What you got, dog?
Listen. It's only what this is. The series is switching back to Dallas, and we see what the Timberwolves did on the road. So I'm not gonna say it's over, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Anthony Edwards, bring your ass. They brought it. They brought it. He was telling them break ass, and they said no problem. We brought it here. Kyrie took it personal game one. That was nuts. Um, yeah, yeah. But it's been a good series though. It's been close. It's been a couple of great plays. Luka's just he's stepping it up. He's stepping it up. He heard a lot of people talking, and he said, you know what? I should have been considered more for MVP, but y'all ain't got to worry about it. I'm gonna show you what it is right now.
Nah, yeah. He always been stepping up in the playoffs with cold stretches for even like the first time he been in the playoffs, he was cooking the Clippers. But now they got these pieces. They got that 3-man rotation, Lively, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford. Them boys working. Them boys
And I think
working.
Kyrie is a good player for
One
him. Like
second, 1 second, if y'all
it
can
took.
hear.
We can hear you,
All
babe.
right, you good, D. What you saying, Don?
Kyrie just needed a couple of years to like try to figure out when Luka's supposed to go off, when Kyrie's supposed to go off. They were still a little confused on like, who takes over at this time. I think the years together it's gonna benefit them. And we know what Kyrie does in the playoffs. We've seen what Kyrie does in the playoffs. So I think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be good.
Big facts. The run that Ann on is like his first deep run into the playoffs for real, for real. People keep saying he tired. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. What, 11 to 33 the first two games? You just gotta go to the bucket more, bro. You shooting little too many threes. And the one three he was supposed to shoot was the end of game two. I don't care how many threes Nas Reed hit, bro. Shoot that motherfucking ball, man. You the number one player for a reason. But I definitely got him stepping up this game tonight. Tonight is prime time, like you said. The Timberwolves were 5-1 on the road. They 3-5 at home, 2-5 at home. So it's almost like Anna and them feed off that crowd being on their back type shit, saying, "Oh, nah, y'all some shit. Y'all too young. Y'all about to get exposed." He like to talk to the people, saying shit, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just his environment. So I definitely got the Timberwolves close tonight, cause it ain't like they got blown out at home. It been close game.
It was a couple of games. If a couple of calls went their way, they could have won both of them. You was up by 18 in the second one. You definitely could have won that, but the refs definitely changed game two. I did see that. But yeah, like it's been a good series, better than the East one. But
I
I'll wait till
can't.
Wait,
when it's time to talk about that.
wait.
I came in right on time. I came in right on.
We still on the West. I was just talking shit.
You good, D? Go ahead. Oh, no, I can't hear you. Oh, see, he about to get on that bullshit. That's why. That's why. So with this series, for real, like I said, I'm looking for Ant, looking for Mike Conley. They need to let Mike Conley handle the ball a little bit
I
more.
think Mike Conley's still injured because remember, like game 5 or 6 in the last series, he wasn't like what was it, his hamstring?
Yeah, yeah,
I
he.
think he's still he's older. It's obviously he has an effect on the team. I just think he's still feeling the pains of those. So like he trying to do his best, but Ant definitely needs to step up because you was talking a lot of shit. You got to let your play follow it. You can't like you got 6 man of the year, sure. You got the defensive player of the year, sure, but you need to step up. You was talking a lot of shit,
Vic is the defensive player of the year. My fault.
huh?
Vic is the defensive player of the year.
Who?
Vic. Go ahead.
Anyway, uh, but yeah, you got to step up. Like you the number one option. You the number one draft pick. Step up. Cat even took a back seat because Cat was on his bullshit for years, thinking that's his team, that's his team. Cat even took a step back and let you do what you do. You got to step up.
For sure. You ready? Nope. Damn. Flop. All right, but yeah, now I'm with you for real, and they gonna have to do something with Luca, like, cause Jay and McDaniels, it all NBA defense, but that boy too light.
Had
He
such a good last series. Who did he lock up? Um, Jamal
yeah,
Murray. He had Jamal Murray in
yeah,
hell.
he had a couple games on him.
Yeah. He had a great season last time. Luca, you know I come on here every time. The white men are dangerous, okay? The white Europeans are dangerous. Luca,
Boy, got
the
to play in the
slowest
cookout tomorrow.
Euro.
You put that shoulder in him, it ain't too much you could do because you think about, okay, Jay McDaniels tall, he got longer arms. You thinking he gonna contest shit. First off, Luca not even moving at the regular pace. He going where he want when he want to. All he doing is dropping the shoulder, get a little separation, step, easy money, little up fake, get up under him. I don't know if they got matchup for him. That's the problem, for real, for real. Kyrie, he surprised me a little bit after the game when he was saying, "Oh yeah." I was telling Luca, I'm like, "Yeah, bruh, whenever you need me to take over, I could take over." I'm like, damn, Kyrie real life, like accepting his role in a way I never thought he would, type shit. Like I'm thinking Kyrie always gonna be the second scorer, type shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna get my shots up, woo woo. Like you want somebody to tell you to shoot now? That's a different Kyrie, but hey, it's working.
But that's what I said. Like they had to the first year and then everybody talked shit about it. They had to like figure it out. These are two people who are used to having the ball in their hand when it's time for the lights to come down. It's the end of the game. They the ones who usually turn up. When you're not in that role, it takes a while to get used to it. Like you got to figure out, okay, when is it my time? Am I seeing the other person like they're faulting a little bit? Am I supposed to step up right now? And it's also an ego thing. Like I've been getting paid for this amount of money for years. I've been on these teams. I've been doing what the fuck I've been doing for years. And you telling me to take a step back for this person? So like once people get past their ego and just want to win, it's gonna take a little time.
That's a fact. You gotta prove it. Go ahead, B.
And I feel as though Kyrie has no ego. Um, it's from past memory, if I could
Oh,
recall.
Kyrie ain't got no ego. I know you ain't got to talk a lot. I don't mean to cut you off, but he don't got no ego.
I'm saying, all right, so let's look at it. When he went to the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James came over there, he let LeBron do his thing, right? Now, I'm not saying that Luca is LeBron. I'm not saying Luca is LeBron, but they're giving you the same production on the stat sheet. That's what I'm saying. They're giving you the same production on the stat sheet. So Kyrie, he looking at it as like, okay, I went through this with LeBron, triple double. I see all that ball heavy, got to have the ball in his hand, got to move, facilitate. I got to do the other pieces that won us that championship. I got to do those pieces to have this team all the way in effect for us to get to this point that we at. That's what I see Kyrie doing. I see him locking up when he need to lock up on defense. I see him officially, facilitating the ball when he need to. I see him fourth quarter last game, turn up scoring. Like he doing the little pieces of things in the game where you need Kyrie to do, and he's doing it. So I ain't mad at him right now. He could drop a 40 piece if he need to, but he letting Luca be Luca. He taking his ego put to the side like he had. I'm not saying he have no ego. I remember when he was on Boston and he
Cause
did his
I
thing on Boston, and
even
then
even on the
I get that.
Cavs, we rewriting history on that because on the Cavs he was obviously uh LeBron left. They got the number one draft pick. And when LeBron came back, the first year, he was like, well, I've been in my bag for a bit. I'm supposed to change my game. That's why they actually lost the first year because those two couldn't really play together. Let's not rewrite history. It was a lot of ego in that one. He had to learn how to take a step back, but also LeBron had to learn how to make like That's a scorer. That's somebody who gonna handle the ball. He gonna check a lot of people. Not a lot of people have his skill set, but it was definitely some ego there that didn't make them successful and eventually broke them up.
I guess that, and I probably shouldn't say he has no ego, but from that experience, he learned from that and won the championship from that. All I'm saying right now, what I'm seeing from him from Dallas, he had that first year where they couldn't make the playoffs and all that, all that. They say Luka, Kyrie couldn't work out.
But
He
that's
went in
because
the
they had
last.
no bench. That's what it was. Dallas had no bench that year. If it wasn't Luka, if it wasn't Kyrie, where was it coming from?
I mean, we're
And
gonna
they
get to that.
on top of that anyway. They wasn't even trying to do that shit. But what I want to say about what we talking about, it's all true for real, because Kyrie ended up leaving Cleveland. He ain't want to be there, whatever. Woo, woo. But that's what 8, 10 years ago. My man got a lot more gray hairs in the afro now. You know what
Yeah, I mean, he got
I'm
humbled in a
saying?
lot of
That's
places.
wisdom.
He got humbled in Boston because they wanted to go with the young boys. He got humbled in Brooklyn because everybody got injured. So he had to learn how to take a step back. That's just, the game is going to be the game no matter what. So, but let's
And
not
also,
rewrite history.
we not. And also to your point, he do have a bench now with Derek Lively coming off the bench with Daniel Gafford. Them boys balled it out game 4 with what, 14-9 from Lively, 16-5 from Daniel Gafford. So they coming along. PJ Washington ain't doing what he did last series, but he's sticking around playing defense, being into the game, being locked into the game. And that's all you need around this type of time. Minnesota side though. Hi. When you got your role players playing like this, I'm sorry. Mike Daniels, Cat, and Ant, y'all supposed to win this fucking game. When you got Michael Conley giving you 18, when you got motherfucking Count Anderson giving you 7, 5, and 5, you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas played their best game and y'all played y'all worst. That's a hard loss right there. So for y'all to go on the road expecting your role players to give you that same type of game in Dallas, it's gonna be a hard task for them. But y'all damn sure have to bring up y'all level of game to not get sweep. God damn. They got 2 on y'all, man. Wake up.
So you was in and out, and I said, um, basically what they proved to us is like they road warriors. The way that they've been rocking all these games, they've been on the road. They did what they did in Denver. They did what they did. They swept who they swept in the first. It don't matter, but they
Phoenix.
got a lot of their wins at
You
home. I
got
mean,
him
on the
tonight.
road.
You got him tonight.
Sure, why not?
Just to
We
go with
can't
the
have
point.
both series go 3-zip. We gotta have something with a little fight
Mm,
in it.
Yeah, that's boring as hell. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's
mm.
basically last year all over again.
Nah, I definitely got Minnesota tonight. And the reason why I say Mike Conley handled the ball more is not because he's not doing enough and all that and don't gotta step up. I just feel as though Ant need to get easier buckets. Cause the way that they double teaming him, every time he get double teamed, it's at the top of the key with him ISOing or him trying to get a pick and roll going downhill or something. You had that boy in the weak side cutting off ball or something. At least make him double in the area that they ain't even familiar with. But I definitely got Minnesota tonight. Close it out to go 2-1. Who you got, D?
I'm going with I'm going with Minnesota. I'm going with Minnesota. 2 points from McDaniels. I don't see that happening again. I know Cat and Ant, they not gonna give you what, 21 points from Ant, 15 points from Cat. I know they gonna step up. Like I was saying earlier, their role players, I don't see them doing the same game. But I might be with y'all on this one. I can't see Both series being 3-0. I just can't see that right now. NBA just gonna look sorry as shit. I can't see it, man. So I'm picking Minnesota off of that. I'm picking Minnesota off of Cat stepping up his game the way he just sat on the sideline looking. You a starter, my man. So act like one. I'm expecting Ant to step up, you know what I'm saying, with his intensity, his energy, his confidence. So I'm just expecting them to get the W there. But all that, they road warriors and all that, I don't know. I don't know. If you don't want to believe in Boston
Better,
like I
hey,
want to
they
believe
better
in
be.
Boston, don't call them no fucking road warriors.
They better be if they gonna win tonight. This
Cause
gonna be the toughest one. They
cause
gonna
Boston the real road warriors. Yeah.
ain't nobody trying to hear
Yeah.
that shit. Matter of fact, you probably got some Celtics in this top five. So let's get to this top five list. The top five players playing in the playoffs right now. We want to start it off.
Right now, number 5, Jalen Brown. So listen.
Same. Agree. Go ahead.
This was hard for me to do. Cause it's hard. It's 4 teams, and I'm putting 2 players from one team in the top 5. So that's hard for me to do right there, starting off. But Jalen Brown, he been dominating with Jason Tatum. When people say Jason Tatum haven't been there, Jalen Brown has still been doing his thing, dropping 40 pieces, making game winners,
But
doing holding
Jason
his spot.
Brown, like that ain't facts. That Jason Tatum don't do his thing all the time.
Oh, we gonna get to him. We're gonna get to him. But yeah. So I'm going Jalen Brown number 5, edging right there that 5 spot because it's that right there is it's a tough spot to get. Tough spot to get.
Okay, Dom say she agree with you with Jalen Brown number 5. You want to add to that?
Um, I hate that nigga, but he could play.
A little too set. Hey, for me, my number 5 is gonna be Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Like we was talking about the 24 in the first half. With I love the back and forth. He basically being honest to people. Like, yeah, I seen what Ant said. Yeah, that guy like teed me up. You know what I'm saying? That's old school shit. Where you feeding off that energy and like
Very
we was
much
with this
MJ. I took that
evolution.
personally.
You say what?
I said it was very much MJ. I took that personally.
Nah, for real. Like we were saying though, with the evolution that's taking place with him, is like even though he not shooting, I still consider him the leader of the team. Even though I never play a little higher, he make that go because of the sacrifice and that wisdom he giving out.
So I got Kyrie as my 4 because he already been there. He already done that. He's a proven champion. He everywhere he go, he win. Like that's just he's the only person left. Well, it's a couple of people here and there, but they role players. He's the only like superstar that has a championship. He's the only person in my top 5 that has a championship. So like you know what you're getting with Kyrie. He knows how to, like you said, control a game. He's definitely stepped into like the second option, but leading in a better way. Like this been a good season for him. It's been a good year, and he's just my number 4 because like you know what you're gonna get from him. Excuse me.
I gotta say the same thing. Kyrie Irving is my number 4. Hey Dom, I'm loving you on this show right now, Dom. Loving you on this show. I
Listen,
got Kyrie.
every time we do a list, our list is always like right there.
You know what I'm saying? The knowledge of the game. You know, people say I don't watch basketball though, but you know. Hey, so Kyrie at number 4. You explain everything, but I want to explain what Rob said. It seems like when Kyrie make a 3 other than Luka make a 3, the team get a little bit more energized, a little bit more ambient. Like it's from the OG. It's from the leader of the team. Even though Luka, you
He
know, he carried
still
the team
got
with
it.
that. Huh?
They be over there like he still got it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, OG got Uncle Drew. Get
And
him,
he
Uncle Drew.
still be
You know
crossing
what
people
I'm saying?
up. Still got one of the nicest handles in the league.
And the connection he got right now with Luca, the chemistry he got ain't bumping heads. For real, I'm gonna keep it a band. I ain't expect them to be all the way in the Western Conference Finals, and Kyrie is a big part of that. And I gotta look at that and had to put him in the top four.
I feel y'all on that, and I always got big respect for Kyrie, but I put Jaylen Brown at that number 4 spot.
Come on, bro.
He running a little hotter right now. You hear me? With 25 points a game in the playoffs, coming off that clutch little up fake in the corner, still pulled it on Siakam. Siakam ain't even know what to do. That boy just had to pull his hands back. Let him shoot that motherfucker. And I feel as though the Celtics have been lucky. No Jimmy Butler, as Dom know. No Spider-Man.
Oh, when we
Hell,
talk about the East, don't worry. I got you on this. I got you on this. This is,
oh,
I hate them
I
niggas.
say all
I
that.
hate them niggas.
I say all that to say he ain't got a chance to really show that he a real two-way player because it ain't been nobody on the other team for him to fucking guard. So I just want to throw his defense in as part of the reason why he number 4.
I'm a big hater, but let's save it. My number 3 is Anthony Edwards. Um, he's still very early in his career, and like I like where he's going. And I really think like this playoff showed you a lot of his like personality, a lot of his skill set, the way that he could take over. Like this is definitely going to be like one of those moments where you see that like, oh, he took it into another gear. He definitely got to take it to another gear today because they can't lose this game. But he has shown a lot this playoffs, and I'm proud of him.
I mean, God damn. I mean, at number 3,
Every
Anthony
time, every
Edwards.
time.
Anthony Edwards at number 3. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Rob. If you would have asked me this question in Game 7 when they played against Denver, Anthony Edwards was damn near my number 1 at the time. He was damn near my number 1, so he dropped for me right now going against Dallas. Ain't figuring out the game plan. That might, gotta do a little bit with the coaching staff, but once again, we ain't gonna blame them. So Anthony Edwards figure out a way. He know how to drive, get it. It looked like he a little, conditioning coming involved. I don't know, young player getting deep in the playoffs, never experienced this before. As you
That
walking
and
down the court,
also he's like, he's always who they're game planning against, but the playoffs is different. Like the regular season defense against you and playoffs defense against you is a lot different. And you
right?
seeing how like is getting to him a little bit. And he straight up will tell you, "Oh, I need to be better. I need to do better." But we need to see it. It's just
Yeah,
that like he ain't never been in this position before, but you see the growth in him.
right. I just want him to get them breathers. Stop settling for jump shots, cause can't nobody check once he get in the paint. It's a foul or two. I'm going for that either way. But I got Anthony Edwards at number 3.
Yeah, I'm with y'all on this. So yeah, I'm finally part of the family. You know what I'm saying? I got the same list now too. But Edwards at number 3, I'm gonna copy what D said too. He was close to being number 1. These last 2 games definitely knocked him down some. It's like it's showing that the jumpers still need to be polished up a little bit more. The form there, we know it's gonna get better, but we know him for driving that motherfucker. I still say he got to dunk on somebody. Like we ain't really seen him take off, make a statement in the motherfucking lane in a minute. With a little flex on the end, let the people know what time it is today. But even when he is trying to lay that zone up, he got crazy hang time, get the fouls and all that, get to the free throw line, get the crowd chilling out a little bit because they're going to be crazy in Dallas tonight.
With what D said about like If we were talking after game 7, he definitely would be ahead of the person I have number 2. But like these last 2 games is definitely oh, what was the lean in for? So should I just say who I have number 2 since you leaned in? It's I can't help but be a hater. I got Jason Tatum at number 2. First and foremost, he hasn't really done. We haven't really seen like a real Jason Tatum game this playoffs, but it hasn't been needed. His other teammates have stepped up, and then also he had like it's been easier for them this playoffs. But at the same time, we know what Tatum is can do. So like I'm not going to deny that he is a superstar. Like I know that he has that in him. We just haven't really seen like maybe a 1-2 game. But you had Jaylen Brown who had better games. You had some games where you getting outplayed by Derek White. So, but that's me. Again, I'm a hater. I'm a hater, and I'm okay with that.
I know you ain't waiting on me to go, D.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
Was like a motherfucker. Jason Tatum at number 2. First off, we know who he is. I'm sure you're gonna get to all the positive shit about Jason Tatum. But he got the handle, so he loved the ISO from the top of the key. It's almost like his game be drifting. It's like the shit be too easy for him sometimes. He don't really be posting up like that. It's all pick and roll, but he's 6'10". And if he got more easier buckets, Tatum would be clean as the number 1 play. And the one is number 1 shorter than him, and he get more rebounds and assists. I don't understand it. And they don't even got no point guard on Boston. My fault. Go ahead, D.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Cause I had to do it too, man. I had to do it too. I got Jason Tatum at number 2, but he's at a strong 2.
Oh hell,
He's at a
no
strong
strong
2.
number 2, man.
No, I don't like the way y'all did it though. Y'all played with my man.
I
My
told you
man,
I'm a hater. That's fine.
my man had a strong 2. First of all, last 3 games that they play Indiana, 36, 23, 36. You won't take that?
What did he do the game before?
The game before against Cleveland, 25. The game before, 33. The game before, 33. The game before, 25.
Damn, that's all right. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, but do who we all got number 1 because it's obviously looking like that white man is giving you 30-point triple doubles.
I can't argue with that.
Okay, so
That's
he is strong too, but I'm also a hater.
and
Like
and since we got on it, I just want to get my one thing out the way. Like I said earlier, the reason why I got Luka at number 1, he never been in this position, other than in the Euro League. So I gotta look at that like this nigga is going off like every defender. First he went against the Clippers. They got a good defense with Paul George, Kofi and them. He ran through them. Then he went against OKC and them young boys. Ran through Dort and them. Even though Dort played some good defense, he was still giving you good numbers. So it's like I can't argue with Luka right now, but damn sure I'm gonna put Jason Tatum at a strong 2.
Strong. Still 2.
he's just not number 1. And
Right.
I'm always gonna let you know I don't like him. I don't like him.
I say this though, Dallas versus Boston and Finals MVP Jason Tatum.
Mm.
So that's what he been saving his entire playoffs for, so they could finally win a championship. After it's been their year for like what the
Rob
past
said it.
3-4 years.
Rob said it. He been chilling, cruising, getting his buckets. He want to see a little bit more effort. He gonna show you that in the finals. You know what I'm saying? He cooling right now. You know what I'm saying? He letting Jalen do his thing. He letting Drew Holiday do his thing, you know what I'm saying? Drew Holiday with a clutch bucket at the end of the game. Yes, sir, to take it up 1 point. That was clutch. So, man, they just got a good team around him. I'm not about to fault him for having a fucking good team. Like he could give you that 40. He could get like for real, he giving you a clean double. He just hitting you with 5 assists, 9 assists, back and forth playing with them numbers. But he damn sure giving you the same numbers as Luka. He's just not doing the assists because he's not a point guard. So if the nigga had the ball in his hand just as much as Luka did, we'd be having a whole different conversation. But I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just trying to give, Luka his respect for getting to the spot he did with the numbers that he did it at. Bam.
Nah, he definitely putting up them numbers. He had a stretch of about 4 doubles. He was cooking them peoples. My thing with Luca is the only thing. It seemed like the only person that could really stop Luca is himself, for real, for real. Cause the type of shots he be hitting be wild tough off some step back, throwing that jump up behind his head type shit. But then the games he not hitting, I feel like that's when he get to complaining. He get to looking at the refs. He get to being lazy instead of doing what he usually do and playing through contact type shit. But when he on and he locked, like when Luka have a good first quarter, that shit a wrap. You could already book 30. You could already book him going for a trip dub type shit. So yeah, that's number one. Especially off that shot. That shot probably made him number one.
Yeah, yeah,
That
definitely did.
and just also what D
Definitely did.
said, he had to go through like the whole the Clippers series. Everybody, like you said, we didn't have Dallas coming this far because we thought the Clippers series. You got, like you said, Paul George, what's his name, the Claw dude, Leonard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's
You got
Nothing.
all these defensive
Ha
players who
ha.
I couldn't think of his name, bro. But you got all these defensive players who are supposed to be like, oh, they only got two offensive people. And like every time, either Luka was scoring it or he passing it off. Like you had PJ out here like really giving people work because Luka was hitting them like them fucking them. It's the same passes fucking Jokic make, like that little drop shit. Like they love that. And like he just looks good this playoffs. Like definitely have a game or two where if he not getting them calls, he on there bitching. He yeah, if those calls don't go his way, them texts come in. Like he definitely has it, but I feel like he locked in a lot for these playoffs, and he ready for that moment. We gonna see. Did we lose you? Oh, there you
we
go.
gonna see. We gonna see. Game 3 tonight. And we gotta get to the game 3 from last night. Celtics up 3-0 on the Indiana Pacers. I'm assuming D want to start this topic off.
Hey man. I thought Indiana had this game, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't get to watch it live, but I did replay it. And Indiana was up the whole game. They was good. McDonald, son, he's a bucket. He's tough to me right now. Like he's giving you the most clutchest buckets in the most perfected form. But Boston, baby. What I gotta say other more than Jason Tatum hitting these behind the back passes to Al Horford. Al Horford finally stepped up, finally giving you 23 points. That's what cause we not expecting you to do nothing on the defensive side. Make your fucking baskets. Make your fucking baskets. But I'm expecting KP to be right there, you know what I'm saying? So that little pick and roll gonna be mean when he get back and healthy. So I'm looking at that being a plus. Jaylen Brown, chill this time, 24 points. Like I was saying, Drew Holiday is one of them X factors for me. What now? 14 points, 9 rebounds. So he's like everywhere doing what Kyrie is doing for Dallas. He's doing all those other things that need to be done, And Boston. Derek White. I'm leaving names out. So it's like, yeah, Boston, baby, all the way. I'm gonna keep preaching it. And fuck an easy route. Fuck an easy route because we was number one and we got all the way to the we making our way all the way to the finals like we supposed to. So stop trying to find some type of way to talk shit about my people, man. Give them some props. Give them some props.
You got some props for him, Don?
Fuck not. Man, fuck y'all niggas. Hope you die. Nah, I'm sorry. I just find it very, very funny that, like, they did what they were supposed to do in the regular season. I give them that. They had the number one seed. That's what you're supposed to do. But Drew Holiday, he definitely took losing to the Heat. He took that serious and he played us hard. I give him that. That was a cute first series they had. Derek White, I'm putting a hit out for you, nigga. Even last year, you got on my fucking nerves. I'm putting a hit out on you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't watched the fucking second. I ain't watched none of their games in the second round. Fuck them niggas. But then Donovan Mitchell go out. Hey, whatever. I have been watching the games because it's the only games in the East for the conference finals, and like, it's so many games. Like, they always like this close to losing, and they pull it out in the end. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. Congrats or whatever. I ain't got nothing nice to say. Shout out to them on their little. I'm gonna call it a cakewalk. Again, I'm a hater. So, hopefully y'all do it in the finals because y'all ain't do it that other time y'all made it. And that's it.
So I ain't no hater. I ain't no Heat fan like Dom, but I see the same shit. I see a cakewalk, Dom. At this point, the Celtics got to have a voodoo doll out on these teams, bruh. Cause how the fuck all their best players hurt? All of them, bruh. Like all 3 rounds. This got to be the easiest run to the
All
final.
3 rounds. Tyrese in there?
He ain't play game 3. He out.
He played game 1 and 2.
Nah, see, he just like
He
Donovan
barely
Mitchell,
played game two.
he was gone.
Uh,
So
y'all throwing me off right now, son.
so
Oh my.
this the easiest East since Braun was over here. Since he was going to the finals back to back. But I gotta shout out to Drew Holiday though. Drew Holiday played a good game. The and one at the end was tough, and then the steal was even tougher because I think he was guarding Nemhard or something. Cause y'all like caught him up a little behind us. He slipped a little bit, but you seen him get the feet on cookies. Let me get that for the game. Drew, I got respect for Drew back to the Milwaukee days, bro. That's who I trust on Boston. Drew Holiday.
Listen, the only reason he playing defense like that is because Jimmy Butler had that nigga on skates, made him look embarrassing, had that man counting had that man going to bed with nightmares and shit.
It's funny. It's real funny how y'all say it's a cakewalk and bring up uh 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 Jimmy Butler going out, bring up Donovan Mitchell going out. This is a team sport. Last time I checked on Boston, KP play that whole series versus Cleveland? No. Did KP did he even play a game versus Indiana?
Hold up,
No. And
is
hold,
KP close to being a best player? No. They going against all teams without their best players, bro. That's the key. Team sport, yeah, but it's basketball. It's 5
Cause it's never gonna be in KP hand. It's never gonna be in KP's hand. He might get the ball off like a reroute, but it's never gonna be in his hand. This ain't the fucking Knicks.
It's never gonna be in his hand. He get a good amount of shots. He get about 10, 12
Is
shots up.
KP bringing the ball up? Is he facilitating the offense? Is he
Yes.
even the person that you're looking for in defense?
Yes, he be at the top, facilitating, mid-range, pull it if I'm open,
It's not
So,
drop
the
back.
bro,
Knicks, bro.
you make it Jokic at that high post.
Son,
He that though. And
so,
act anyone,
so,
bro. So that ain't no
ho, so, yeah,
Some of the
yeah, yeah.
times KP the fourth option. Like let's be honest.
Go ahead, D.
So, when this trade occurred with Marcus Smart, y'all was saying this is the wrong piece for them to have for Boston to get over the hump. Now we saying that KP ain't with that guy for them to get over the hump. That's what we saying?
That sounds like a consistent opinion to me.
Okay, but they
KP
was in
is a
first
real
place.
big.
They was in
So
first place. They was in first place, right?
Right?
Went into the playoffs, played against Miami. KP was there for that series.
he was there for
That
2 games.
series, that series went 4-1. Y'all won one game. Went
Okay,
to
but
Indiana.
here's what I have to say about KP and his place on Boston. He's a real five. So some of the times when it came to Boston, they were playing Marcus Smart at the five. He's too little. So yes, it's a good placement for them. It spreads the floor out. He has a good for a big. He has a good 3-point shot. So it is what they needed, and that was. But he's like I said, third option, and some of the times he's fourth. You've seen him disappear in a lot of games. He'll have games where he'll show up, that outside shot is going in. But it's a lot of games where he just a body on the floor. And y'all made it this far without him. So is he really changing the fucking needle if y'all could play all these goddamn series without him?
Yes, yes. You know why? You know why? And you just said it. And you just said it right before this. You said they had a lot of close games. Well, in the regular season, they was blowing cats out. They was blowing them out the fucking water. So he could be a baddie just on the court. You know, you could throw that out there like you want, like that's actually happening. But that ain't the case. He was doing things on that court like, you haven't seen. But KP is the dude that I don't know how you gonna say he fit the scheme. He fits that 5 piece, but he's just a body on the court. If he fit that scheme and fit that 5 piece, if he doing these pick and rolls, saying these people and getting them in their right positions, getting in them spots, that don't mean he's not doing nothing. That means he's just doing his part. And then when it's come his time to, be a scorer, be a facilitator, he does it. I like, son, y'all throwing me, I understand that Donovan Mitchell is the #1 scorer on the team, but Evelyn Mobley stepped up like no other. The person who didn't step up was Darius Garland. So let's get on that case. Everybody on Boston is stepping up to the occasion. That's all I'm saying. So y'all want to keep throwing out, they ain't had this person, they ain't had this person. Well, they ain't had this person on Boston, but the players that they got is stepping up to the occasion. I ain't heard nothing all regular season about Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum being the best duo or being the best players or nothing. They were just
Why
y'all
not?
saying
That's a question.
y'all was saying that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum got to show you something in the playoffs. So
Right?
now we get to the playoffs, and now they getting teams out the water without KP, and we still can't give them their props. It's like it sounds like all hate to me.
All right,
And
so
you right.
so see, I'm glad you said that, and I'm gonna clarify that it ain't hate for me, bruh. I love watching basketball. I love watching the playoffs, man. I be getting a little busy sometimes, bruh. But when I miss Boston games, I ain't even mad. Cause they just doing what they supposed to do, bruh. Like you saying, okay, these players, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley should have stepped up, right? We expecting them to step up. But Boston is doing what they supposed to do. We thought they was a stacked squad from the start. Like you said, okay, when they made the move for KP, we was thinking this. I'm gonna tell you what I thought. I said Marcus Smart is a bigger loss than KP is in addition. That was before they added Drew Holiday. But if we really check the record right now, if they didn't make that move for Drew Holiday, it still might be a discussion with him not even being on the floor. So Drew Holiday a big piece, I give you that, but I ain't impressed, man. The East is boring.
It just blows my mind, son. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind. We expect them to do this. They are doing it. We can't give them their props, but we can sit here and give Minnesota, Dallas, Indiana for getting this far. But we can't give Boston their props for getting back to another Eastern Conference Finals, to getting back to another Finals. That's not easy to do. Like this,
How
they
many,
just
how
got Drew Holiday and
many
KP this
bruh?
year. They just got Drew Holiday and KP this year. We
How
seen
many,
other teams that just got add-ons to their team and they ain't get this far or they ain't even get nowhere near to what Boston is doing. So with the key pieces that they have with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and the additions that they add with Drew Holiday and KP, we seen throughout the regular season, number one seed, blowing teams out the water with a point difference. We seen it was like over plus 10. But we gonna sit here and act like, cool. So when Boston win this shit, cool.
when Boston win it, it's gonna be something they ain't never did. So when you keep talking about
Hold on, don't they got they
praise,
messed up with
they
the
get
Lakers.
back to another Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, you right. We talking about 5, 6, 7, 8, what 9, 10 of these motherfuckers with no chip. So yeah, eventually you stop getting credit for doing the shit that you've been doing, because niggas is expecting you to take that next step. Am I right or am I wrong? Niggas ain't checking for shit but a Boston chip, because that's all they ain't did these last 5 years. What else is impressive to you?
Are we saying acting like Jason Tatum? Hold on. I got it right here. First two years in the league, right? He was on Isaiah Thomas. It was Isaiah Thomas' team, right? Third year in the league, he went to 23 points. And if I believe not, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 years he got in the playoffs. So he been in the league for what, 7 years? He's 25 going to 26 years old. So it's a lot of cats in the goddamn NBA who ain't even fucking touch a fucking Eastern Conference. So we gonna sit here and banish somebody that's at
Oh,
25,
about
26.
bruh.
Huh?
This ain't no comparison to we did the
No, you
top,
bring up 10. Oh, you bring up 10 or 9 cats.
but we not comparing him to none of the players. We talking about him.
But you brought up 10 or 9 cats that's on Boston that ain't win a championship, right?
Right.
Okay, so Jason Tatum at the age of 25, 26, he getting these 10 or 9 fucking players to a fucking championship, to an Eastern Conference. I'm saying a lot of motherfuckers ain't even touch that.
But no,
So the reason to bring that up
talking
is
about the niggas that's eligible for a chip. Like the other people is not in the conversation.
what year did you have Boston winning the whole thing?
Against the Warriors. We was on the
I,
show. We
well,
both had them. We both
and
had
I picked the Warriors. I picked the
we
Warriors because
both in the middle of the series.
huh?
We both switched to the middle of the series. I
For
remember.
the Boston and Warriors?
Yeah. We was both wrong as shit. That's another point.
I might have believed at that time, but okay, Warriors showed me something. But all I'm saying is they had a battle with the Warriors last year. They back at it this year.
Now they
Okay,
go,
we could scream that you got to win it at some time, but Charles Barkley ain't winning at some time. You want to
oh my
scream out, you hold on. You want to
I
scream
almost
out,
threw
you
my
want to scream out.
I
Nah, fuck all
almost
that.
threw
Fuck
my
all
phone.
that. Fuck all that. You want to scream out, Charles Barkley ain't
he
Charles
not
Barkley Carmelo Anthony never won it. But we gonna sit here and banish this boy, Jason Tatum, by being the age of 25. 20 fucking 5! And being consistent and getting to the Eastern Conference. Yeah, he ain't winning, but I damn sure he's going to, because ain't nobody doing it right now at the age that he's doing it.
D, that cape is crazy right now. The cape that
Hey,
you got
man,
on
I don't care.
is
I don't
nuts.
care. I don't care. Because y'all been disrespecting Jason Tatum for a minute now, man.
Yeah.
Y'all been disrespecting him for a minute now. I'm tired of the slander.
We gonna let the people get to this Timberwolves versus Mavs game 3. That was a good way to close out this show, though. Love. Peace.